Welcome to the Millbrook Railroad, and today we're on the road again at Waushakum Live Steamers in Holliston, Massachusetts for their 2025 summer meet. Now this is a public event and they throw it every year, and we've shown this track on this channel before. Unfortunately, we don't have a map of this track. And a lot of people have asked in the past, but unfortunately I can't accommodate. Now, one of the things you're witnessing here is there's a shift happening in the live steam hobby. A couple of shifts, actually. One, a shift away from the name live steam and more towards backyard railroading, which really is more descriptive of what it's become. You see, steam locomotives tend to be really expensive to build, to buy, to restore, to maintain, and you don't really see steam locomotives out on today's railroads anyway. What you do tend to see on full-size railroads these days is diesels. Well, that's pretty much all you see on full-size railroads these days. And the live steam hobby is starting to reflect that. Another thing you're starting to see a lot more these days on live steam tracks is the homemade little locomotive. Like this particular one right here. It's all electric. There's 3 axles. It's sort of the cab and front nose of an Alco C420. And yes, you saw that right. That is the real control stand of a C424. All this to say that the hobby is changing. It's changing from $125,000 locomotives to $10,000 locomotives, $5,000 locomotives. And that's new, by the way, not used. Once was the day when you'd want a steam locomotive and you'd acquire a machine shop or something like that, machine tools, and you'd just build your own. You can still do that, but it's more likely that you'll do that and build an electric these days. Hi, Matt. And no, the live steam hobby has not lost its love for the steam locomotive. They're still very much beloved and cherished. And that's why on these little road trips I take the live steam tracks, you'll see mostly little lawnmower engine powered hydrostatic transmission engines running around the tracks. People are still having a lot of fun with them, although electrics are taking over, like this one here. But nobody's lost their love for the steam locomotive still. I mean, isn't that gorgeous? Many of the steam locomotives you've seen in this video so far are many decades old, except this one here. This one's electric, and it's only a couple of years old. This one's the exception, really. Most people are bombing around the track on these little gas-powered things, and you should see the smiles on their faces. Running good for you?
Yeah.
So the entry level is now the little electric locomotive, and people upgrade to a gas-powered engine, and then they aspire to get a steam engine, whatever they can get. Because at the end of the day, it's all just a hobby. And hobbies, well, they're for enjoyment. However you can get enjoyment out of them. So at this point, I think I'm going to close my mouth and let you enjoy the entire track at Waushakum Live Steamers. recording?
Yeah, it's still recording.
tiptoe up to the next signal. as the motor's getting warmer.
Imagine we've lost batteries that fast.
Not sure. Yeah, it's good.
Batteries after.
Topping off. Get it? Okay.
I don't know why they took the seats off. Looks like there was something that was...
Took the seats off because we loaded stuff onto it.
Sorry, my thighs are killing me.
And if you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button, share, subscribe, and if you want to support the channel in a more substantial way, join us over on Patreon, patreon.com/Millbrook Railroad, and it helps us visit other railroads and build on the Millbrook Railroad itself and things like that. But it's nice to be able to go and visit other railroads every now and then, even if they're ones you keep coming back to year after year. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Is that the only thing working?